In this video, we'll be shading regions in Venn diagrams involving three sets. We'll be using the same method which I called the numbering method, which we discussed in the previous video on shading Venn diagrams with two sets. If you haven't watched that video already, I highly recommend that you do so before watching this one. You can find the link to that video on the top right corner of your screen or in the description below. So let's try this example. Shade the following sets in the given Venn diagrams. Let's start off by naming the sets first. So let's say that this is our set P, this is our set Q, and this is our set R. As you know, the numbering method involves naming each region with a number or assigning each region with a number. So let's do that first. I'm going to assign 1 as the number to the outside region. This I'll say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first one that we need to find is P union Q complement intersection R. So like in our previous video, let's go ahead and define the universal set and the individual set in set listing form. So the universal set is everything that you can find inside that rectangle over there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the individual sets are P, Q, and R, where P is 2, 3, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 5, 6. Q is 3, 4, 6, 7. 3, 4, 6, 7, and R is 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the basic sets we need to start off our numbering method. So now, as you can see in question A, they want you to find the region that belongs to P union Q complement intersection R. For that, we need to start off by finding what P union Q is. So P union Q is basically all the numbers in the set P and Q put together. So P union Q is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, our interest is not in the region P union Q, it's in the region P union Q complement, because that's what's used here. And as we know, complement of a set is everything except the set. So P union Q complement would be the set that contains the numbers that are not in P union Q. So P union Q complement is 1, 8. Now we have found a part of this region that we are looking for, which is P union Q complement. We just need to find the set R, which we already know, which is one of the basic sets. And we need to find what's the intersecting set, what's common between this complement set that we just found and the set R. And if we just compare them together, this is our set R and this is our P union Q complement set. The only thing that is common between P union Q complement and R is the number 8. Which means that the region that belongs to this set is the region that belongs to the number 8, which is this region over here. So let's go ahead and shade that. So the region that belongs to this particular question A is this region here. Okay, so now let's move on to question B. It says P union Q union R complement, whole thing complement. So let's first find what is P union Q union R complement. And to do that, we need to know what R complement is. So R complement is everything other than R, which is everything other than 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we've found R complement. Now we need to find this part, P union Q. So let's go ahead and find P union Q. And I think we already found it the last time when we did question A, but let's write that down again. So P union Q is everything inside P and Q put together. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. Now we have both individual portions of this set that we are looking for. So now let's unite them under the sign union. So we need to find is P union Q union R complement. So that's basically putting this set and this set together. So if you do that, P union Q union R complement is just putting these two sets together, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But actually that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the complement of that set. So the complement of this entire set is everything other than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is just 8. So again we land on the same answer, 8, which is this same region over here. So it's going to be the same region again. Okay, so now let's move on to question C. In here we need to find the region that belongs to P intersection Q intersection P union R. So we'll find P intersection Q and P union R separately first, and then find what is common between them. So let's find P intersection Q. P intersection Q. That just means what is common between P and Q. And if you have a look at the sets P and Q, we see 3 is common between P and Q, and 6 is common between P and Q. So this set is going to be 3, 6. Now let's find the set P union R. So P union R is basically putting everything that is in set P and set R together, which is 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that we've found the individual sets, let's go ahead and see what do we have common between these two sets. And if you see that 3 is common and 6 is common. So the intersection set between these two sets have the number 3 and 6. So the region that we are going to shade, or the region that belongs to question C, are the regions that belong to the number 3 and 6. That's basically this region and this region together. So that's this region over here. Okay, so now let's do these same 3 questions once again, but this time let's try and arrange the sets a little bit more different. Something like this. Now let's reassign numbers to the regions and see how it works out this time. So we start by assigning 1 to the outside, and this becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Notice that in the last arrangement of the 3 sets, we had numbers from 1 to 8, which means we had 8 different regions. Now in this arrangement, we have only 6 different regions. And of course, different arrangements will give you different number of regions. It's not always necessarily 8 regions or 6 regions. Now let's go ahead and solve this problem the same way that we did the previous one. You can pause the video if you want to try this out by yourself and resume to see how it's done. Let's get started. So let's, as usual, start by defining what our universal set is. So our universal set is this time a little smaller, in fact 2 numbers smaller, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we list our individual sets, so forgot to name it, so let's call this P, let's call this Q, and let's call this R. So P is 2 and 3, 2, 3, and Q is 3, 4, 5. So we have 3 numbers inside the region Q, 3, 4, 5, and R is 5 and 6, so 5, 6. So these are the basic sets that we need to solve this problem. So going back to question A again, like we did earlier, we need to find what is P union Q first. So let's find what is P union Q. P union Q is everything that is inside P and Q, so that's basically 2, 3, 4, 5. But what we need here is not P union Q, but P union Q complement. So P union Q complement. So that's basically everything else except P union Q. So if we look into the universal set, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we exclude those numbers, what we have is 1, 6. Now we already have set R. We just need to find what is the common element or common elements that fall into the intersection between this set R and this set P union Q complement. And clearly you can see the intersection set, or the common number between these two sets, is 6. So the answer to this question would be 6. So if we go ahead and shade that region, that would be this region over here. So let's shade that region. So 6 is basically this region. Alright, so moving on to question B. In question B, we need to find P union Q union R complement. So we can look at that as two different sets. One P union Q and then R complement. We already know what P union Q is. We found it in our previous question. We just need to find what R complement is. So we know R is 5, 6. So R complement is everything else except 5, 6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what we need to find here is the union between the set P union Q and the set R complement. So P union Q union R complement. This is just putting this set and this set both together in the same set. So that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that we know the set P union Q union R complement, we can go ahead and find the complement of this set, because that is what is required by the question. So the complement of this set would be everything else except this set. So everything except this would just be 6. So the answer to this would be 6. And this is quite nice to see, because this is following the same pattern as we did with the previous arrangement, because we also got the same answer for A and B in the previous arrangement as well, which I remember as 8. So I can propose that as an experiment for you. You can go ahead and try to make different arrangement of the same 3 circles and see what is the outcome for these questions A, B and C. You may try different arrangements like this. This is also a different arrangement, 3 circles being put in a different way. Or maybe you can try out an arrangement like this, where there is 3 disjoint set, where there is no intersection between any of the 3 sets. Or any other arrangements you can come up with, and just try question A, question B and question C and see, just to see if that pattern follows in other arrangements as well, or if this is just a coincidence. Okay, so I'll leave that to you, and let me know in the comments how it went. So let's move on to the next question, question C. Let's start off by finding P intersection Q and P union R. So P intersection Q. So P intersection Q would be the number that is common for both the set P and Q. And the number 3 is the common number for both P and Q. So that set will consist only 3. Now let's find P union R. So P union R is just putting the set P and R together, and set P is 2 and 3, set R is 5 and 6. So putting them together, 2, 3, 5, 6. Now all we need to do is find the intersection between the 2 sets, which means to find the number that is common between the 2 sets. And it is clear the common number is 3. So the answer to this set, or in other words the number that belongs to this region, is the number 3, which is this region. So let's shade that region. So that's how you do numbering method with 3 sets. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you found it useful. Hit the like button if you liked the video and subscribe for more similar math videos. And also please feel free to comment below if you have any questions or if you have any topics that you want to suggest for my next videos. Thank you and see you in the next video.